Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Hello, Ninja. Hey, Crab. Hey, Carver. Hey, Kai. Hey, Moon. Hey, Angels. Hey, Nils. Hey, Snow. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Short intro today. I didn't have anything to do. We're set. We're feeling better. I am mostly. I'm not feeling as crap today. I will be honest. I am drinking. It is 9:30 in the morning, and I'm drinking an energy drink. Probably not the best source of caffeine I could have, but nonetheless, it is what I am doing. I need the energy. I was up late playing Dune last night. I'm running on like 6 hours sleep or something. It's not great, but not too bad. I hear a car. What the fuck? I'm running that way. I'm suspicious of that car. Is that putting up at Forehead's warehouse? Hey, Sprouty! I was gonna do some Dune today. I mean, I still might. I'll be honest, because I'm an addict. But who the fuck drives a? That's a Bronco, right? Somebody drives a Bronco because I recognize this car, but I don't know who it is. Works this way. Who is that? I don't know. Oh, fucking hell. Unfortunately, I literally just took my medication, but I was distracted doing something. You know, my AC/DC kicked in, and I can't remember. My short-term memory is so bad. I can't remember if I took my antihistamine, like my allergy medication, and I can't risk taking 2 of them. So I'm just gonna have to go without. Big gamba, I'll be honest. Big gamba. Ugh. Let me in! I've so nearly finished the base on Dune, chat. Whenever I'm itching to get on and finish it today. So that might happen. But then how quiet we are today. I'm literally so close to finishing it. It's insane. Hey, Viv's kicking your butt today? Yeah, it's high today. Well, depending on where you are, I guess. Quite a few cops around there. I'm being proactive today. How many people are in the guild group? I think there's only 7 of us. It's not very active, I'll be honest. The only really active people are like me, Curvy, Ziggy, and Archon. Any text messages? Oh, there's this one. Oh yeah, with this White Jones jet something. What does it mean? What do the numbers mean, Mason? What do they mean? Right, have we got everything for today? Oh, my cameras. Should I check my cameras? So. I need to move my stream deck closer so I can get these easier. Observatory clear. Observatory clear. I need to really move this if I want to do it. Next, Fudge Lane. Scanning. Clear. Next. Sandy. Airfield. Clear. Dude, I feel like Big Brother, man. Grapeseed. Airfield. Scanning. Remember Grapeseed PD on Onyx, man? Good times. Good times. Roosters. Oh. Police chase? Come this way, please. Oh, they're going the other way. Bastards. LSAIA. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I just think it's fun that we can do this. Nothing. It's not the best one there because most people like park on the right. It's not the best one. This one's pretty good, I'll be honest. Oh, that's open? Actually, I don't know whether it's open or it just hasn't loaded. It might just not have loaded. Meriwether. Anything? Yeah. Okay, what's the fog, man? Capt was watching, didn't want me finding out. Shit. What's this one? Zancudo. The zoom is so nice on this now. Okay, yeah. Well, I gotta check them all though. We've got 2 more left there. Nothing. Don't tell me that stuff's gone over there. Hopefully it just hasn't loaded in. The cameras for all. Surveillance. Everywhere. We have surveillance everywhere now. They're maybe just at state properties. The ones that are really like investigative heavily are like this one at Rooster's Rest. Excuse me, sir. Do I hear somebody doing something? Is someone doing a HVAC robbery right now? Why do I hear shit? You hear that? I'm getting freaked out at the noises. That's a big one. And then the other one that's kind of important is this one. Because we'll keep it down in the docks. I need to get another one down at the docks. There should be a limit. Don't say that. We've just got rid of the limit yesterday. I don't know whether it was yesterday, but I found out about it yesterday. There was a limit of like 1 every like 3 days and it sucked. Now, to be fair, I don't know whether this is just for PD. I don't know, like, I don't know whether civilians can buy that many. Oh, an observatory bank truck classic. Another bank truck. Yeah, the observatory classic. Alright, I've seen all these. This one. In the tow yard toilet, there was a compact rifle. That's so funny. Wyatt Jones search warrant. How the fuck did they manage this? Who, he killed somebody? Who'd he kill? Second degree murder. They found a body. Who is it? Wait, it's him? What the fuck? Wyatt's dead? What the fuck? Where's his phone? Okay. When did this happen? Like 3 hours ago. What the fuck? Holy shit, Brian's around. This is fucking hot off the press. What the shit? Where's Brian? The MRPD. I think Brian might think he's in trouble, yeah. He's like, man, what'd you sit on me, bro? Okay, this music's too much. I'm sure this would be so much better. You know what I need? Brian! Brian!
Doesn't he do investigations like this?
He's about to pull up.
I don't know.
Hey, Richard, baby. Hey, Dick. Hey, Dick. I've been awake for 17 hours. You're gonna have to deal with me.
You look wonderful.
Yeah, you're gonna have to deal.
Collins.
You're gonna have to deal with the
Hey,
greatness
it's a-
that is in front
It's a
of you right
wig.
now.
I'm being hunted by Hydra.
Oh.
No.
Listen, as much as I want to care about that right now, I just read that Wyatt Jones is dead.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah.
What
And
the
not
fuck
good kind of
happened?
dead.
Okay, I would like to go into a side room first off, and two, I would like to pee. I really need to pee. Can I pee?
No!
Why? I need to pee. I need to
No!
pee.
There's no peeing on the job. You piss
I
your
need
pants.
to pee on the job. I need to pee
Piss your
real
pants.
bad.
This is important.
Just your pants, Brian Parker.
Okay. Can we conveniently have the meeting in the bathroom?
Yes, that's fine. Come on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, Remy. We'll be in
I'm
the
not
bathroom.
allowed
Bye,
to tea,
Remy.
I'm
Yep.
sad.
Bye. Goodbye, Remy. Goodbye, Remy.
You
Near
need
the
a
toilets,
stool?
or-
Yeah, just right here, right here. Right,
You
we'll have the
embarrassed?
meeting in here.
Okay, I'll get in this one, and then I guess that works.
I'll get down here.
I'm gonna peek
I'm gonna
over
look
because
over.
it feels
Yeah, I'm
weird
also-
not making eye contact. Gee,
Oh,
that's a
that is-
powerful
you need-
piss.
You need to get that checked out. You sound like a cat spraying.
Hey, bro, shit.
Hey, Doc.
Right, what the hell happened there? Is he still pissing?
I think.
It's a long piss. I haven't heard anything for a while. Is he like shaking it out? It's more than 3 shakes. You're playing with it at that point, Brian.
That's right. Yeah, and he's making us watch as he plays with it.
He left the
This
door
dude's
open.
a freak.
Yeah. It's LSPD, am I right?
Yeah, classic LSPD. With the LSPD freak offs.
They should have that like the Olympics. Did we get a match for those casings at all? What?
Negative.
Nothing. This happened at what, like 3 hours ago? You found him?
Yeah, we found him. I believe it occurred prior to the storm, and unfortunately, I don't think anyone responded. At least it didn't occur when we got the 911s.
All right, great meeting. Let's go elsewhere now.
Oh, okay.
Wow. This was the pre-meeting meeting.
Excuse me, Brian?
Yes, yes,
You
sir.
gonna wash your
Yes, sir.
hands, man?
Wash your
You dirty pig?
Yeah, of course.
The fuck?
I'm basically high. This is great.
Justice, I just want to say, Justice has no time to wash hands.
We don't want dirty justice, man. We want clean justice.
You know, last time I was on duty this late, I was riding with your husband.
You were what, my husband?
Riding with your husband in a car.
Okay, that's good.
No, I would never sleep with.
Oh, Brian looks different in the mirror, man.
He kind of looks like Carmine.
A twin soul.
Huh?
Yeah,
You're not beating the
it's-
vampire spawn allegations, Brian.
Oh.
Yeah, Brian
I
had
thought-
a lot of fun at the blood drive.
I thought that was your thing, bro.
He's a full vampire. You're just a spawn.
Oh, okay, great.
Richard,
My-
can we throw a hypothetical at your way?
We gotta do it in the side room first.
Yeah.
What's
Hypothetically,
yeah?
you raid someone who's dead, and in their home is clean money. Just take it, right? It's yours, you know?
Well,
What's illegal about it?
I see what you mean, but I think it would have to be like, you know, seized for investigative purposes. Otherwise, it probably goes to next of kin.
No, there's no right to will in this state.
There's actually no right to will, so it wouldn't go to next of kin. Because
Yeah, it's not a will though. It just your assets. You know, it should go to. Then it just go in
No,
your
we-
pocket.
assets
we
are
don't-
in a will.
Yeah, we
I
don't.
don't.
have-
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
but not
it's just
everybody.
a
You know what?
hypothetical.
Okay. Let's get to that when we get
Yeah.
to it.
30 days.
Okay, listen, I'm just gonna preface this as my interest here is because Wyatt Jones has been a prime suspect in an investigation of mine, or at least one of them, for a while now. So seeing he's fucking dead is interesting.
Okay. Is it possible to know exactly to what extent? Is it related to any sort of charge? Can I at least know the charge?
Weapons manufacturing.
Great.
Well-
All right, we're on the same page then.
What
Oh,
you?
wow, yeah.
Okay, you have details I need to know. I think.
Yes. 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 Okay. All right. The only person that knows about this is you. Well, now you will be in the loop. Me, Bruce, and Maple. That's how I want to. I want to keep this to as little people as possible. Honestly, I don't trust because this is very valuable.
Okay.
So we conducted a raid upon his person, upon his properties. He's deceased. Everything was clear for the most part until we got to his property. In his property, he had the following, which I am doing on top of my head. I couldn't get to the right receipt yet. I had to piss. Well over 50 Deagle magazines were found, all in one area of the house. In the lower part, there was weapon racks that were fully clear, except for one rack that had all of the Deagle magazines. On the floor was just it was a knife, a bag of Coke, and a couple of parts, like the car parts, mechanic parts. In the upstairs portion, there was a money throw with over $3.2 million in it. There was
3.2
several
mil.
crafting benches, and off to the side, not in one of the crafting benches, in one of the crafting benches was a 1911 flashlight blueprint, but off to the side of it, in a separate container, was 2 SIM cards, a
Okay.
chip that was encrypted, and I don't know much about it. I have no clue what it is, honestly. It just looked like a motherboard or like a Raspberry Pi chip, and a weapons manufacturing blueprint for magazines. I looked through
Motherfucker,
the
man.
blueprint itself, and I saw the schematics. That blueprint consisted of every single magazine that can be made, including PD magazines. The other parts was we documented there was also several rifle bodies and pistol manufacturing parts inside of it. What else? I think that's the majority of it. Yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, do you want to show Dark the evidence locker?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
And then you can share the report with him, I guess, too. There's not really much
Holy
to say, 'cause I don't think he
shit.
much in it.
Can I ask, in the event that this goes actually somewhere, would the marshals be able to handle it? Because I thought y'all, what exactly does this do for you in your investigation?
It confirms my suspicion that White Jones was the magazine manufacturer for the Faceless set.
Oh,
What's
the
the faceless?
faceless. Okay.
I'll fill you in. I'll fill you in once we're somewhere private.
Okay. The evidence locker. I'm not telling this to anybody. I'm trying to keep it as wraps as much as possible. 27207.3.
Say that again because I got it wrong.
27207.3.
It's empty. Was it an incident?
0.3. No,
Yeah,
no. You'll have to do it externally. It's an evidence locker that you like
Oh, I see.
use externally. Yes.
272.
07.3. Oh yeah, there was also a couple of keys. That notebook paper was on the ground, and that deagle was in one of the crafting benches.
I don't think I can do lockers like that.
Oh, can you not?
I don't think so.
That's awkward.
The primary, I mean, there is stuff in the main evidence locker 272 or whatever it is, 27207.
Yeah, but that's not the stuff that he's wanting.
Yeah, Brian, you gotta look at that note, by the way, because that will go bad.
Yeah. I'll needs a subpoena. Yeah.
Wait, what are you subpoenaing?
A lot.
Just
Wait,
Everything.
if he's dead, why'd you need subpoena?
Exactly. That's what I've been saying.
For
The motherfucker's
documentation,
dead.
don't you
What is he
need to-
gonna do?
don't you
Come
still
out of
need to subpoena?
purgatory?
Don't you still need to subpoena it regardless?
Just to cover your ass.
Yeah,
I mean,
just for paperwork.
I get what you mean. That's
You
fair
can still
enough.
just do it all and then subpoena it afterwards.
I
mean,
had somebody literally do a subpoena to find the phone number in the first place. He had the phone, but she said I can't get the subpoena, or I need the subpoena to even know the phone
Can
number.
you tell me what the phone numbers were that you found?
Yeah.
I looked in the phone book I was given by the marshals and they were not in there.
Okay. Obviously there's the phone number that's on his profile, but the first
Yeah.
one is 420 265 7127.
265. Okay.
Let me know when you're ready for the next one.
What's the next one?
420 657 5733.
They weren't the ones I was hoping for.
Okay.
Yeah, those are probably his burners.
So I will say that if we have to do a subpoena, then that would open up the floor to anybody to be able to see it, any officer to be able to see it.
I mean, you could do it off the
Is
record.
that an issue? Can I do a subpoena off the record?
You probably could, but it's. I don't think it should be a.
I mean, you can also have the subpoena sealed, obviously.
Yeah, just seal them. Just just seal them in the MDT. It's fine.
I don't know what that means.
You just
Just put
seal it.
sealed in the
You just put
title.
sealed in the title, and then no one can see it but you and the people you
Oh.
want to see it.
All
Yeah.
right, yeah. I like
Easy.
that.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Could you just take a photograph of that locker and then send it to me,
Yes.
via email or something like that? Because yeah, the marshals apparently can't get into evidence lockers there.
That's a shame.
Do you want me to do that, or do you want me to just go into the point 3 of this locker and
It's
put
up
it
to
all
you,
in there real
man.
quick?
Whatever you feel more
I'll
safe
put it in
doing.
there real quick, just that way we can see it,
Okay.
and then I'll move it back.
The marshals probably lost access to that after, share, what she did.
No, that was all in normal lockers.
Oh,
Like I can do like the normal way of lockers. I just can't do the external ulterior method, the evidence locker.
Okay,
that's strange.
it's all in there in this locker. Same number,
27207.3.
27207.3.
There is nothing in there.
What?
You doing it? Hold on.
Did you put it in an incident?
You put it in incident. That's okay.
I did. I definitely did that.
That's fine.
So there's the magazines. I went through the bench and I confirmed. I took a picture of every single magazine, every single magazine schematic. It included PD heavy pistols. It included everything under the sun. Those are SIM cards. There's that chip.
Has this all been documented already? I imagine.
Yes, everything has been recorded in the property itself. Yes.
Can I just take a photo of these SIM card numbers so I can
Sure.
just for reference? Thank you.
I mean, everything's going to be subpoenaed anyway.
Yeah,
You
I
ran
think
this
just do.
No, I haven't yet. I haven't had a chance.
I don't think you. Can you still?
You're
can-
you're
can
gonna have to
run.
put it in.
Oh, okay,
like a
in the
report.
machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just gonna do one subpoena and just put like everything?
No. I don't
think
think
you-
that's possible.
I think you might as well just say
You can
we
do it for the
found.
SIM cards.
I was told when I was doing this for a separate thing that I have to do separate ones for each phone number. That's
Oh
what I
no,
was told.
I'm not on about the phone numbers. I'm on about like the notebook. I think the chip as well might be a good shout. I don't even know if that's possible for us to decrypt that, but
Mhm.
like just put it all under one banner. So you just be like, we want to search these containers.
Okay.
Well, I don't know why someone told you to do different subpoenas for 2 different phone numbers.
For every single phone number.
That's
I think
silly.
I was told that by a judge.
If they're all for the quote unquote same person, it could just be the same subpoena.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Okay. I'll just try doing one.
I think
subpoena for all.
you just do one subpoena for everything, and then yeah. Okay, let's go back in this. I need to know more. This is crazy. What were the numbers that I just got? I need to search these numbers.
Okay.
Okay, so what was the series of events that led up to you finding him?
I got on duty. I responded to a 911 call about a person or from a dock worker saying that there was a lot of shots at the dock and that there may be a potential person on the ground. I went to the call. I found the individual. He was incapacitated. It seemed like he was cold for several minutes. So I rushed him to the hospital. He was pronounced dead by Nurse Joy, and the EMS, Jeremy Saiga, took him in for an autopsy, which confirmed the homicide. I inventoried everything that was in his possession, and then immediately started writing the search warrant since I saw that he had property. I locked down the property while waiting on the autopsy. Bruce and Dallas gathered everything that was on scene. The evidence and all that was on scene. And then I got the search warrant signed up. In the middle of starting the search warrant, we got shot. So that was a good touch. We got shot by people. But we continued the raid. The raid was pretty uneventful leading up to the property. When we went into the property, we found all the tons of shit. And I tried to make it as private as possible, but I definitely needed help with moving some of the stuff. So I did kind of make it a little public that there was a lot of money, $3.2 million to be concise, in the property, to everybody that was currently on duty. But they are nobody other than me, you, Bruce, and Maple are aware of the magazines, the chip, or anything that was found in that evidence locker. We got it all moved to MRPD, and then we finished the rest of the raid, which had us go to Toledo, more cars, uneventful, and now we're here talking to you.
Okay. Do we have any suspects for the murder in a minute?
So when we were there investigating around the area, I heard cars rolling up, so I got mobile. There was several cars at the docks itself. One of them being a vehicle that I pulled over. It was a red and color vehicle belonging to Hassan Bashari, and Edgar was passenger in that vehicle. The other two cars, since I was just focusing on that one car at the time, I did see a white and color vehicle as well as a blue and color, I believe it was an RSX. However, I did not get any license plates on the other two.
Yeah,
I was just trying to make sure that
there.
the murder investigation scene was priority. Yeah.
Okay.
And you positively ID'd Edgar?
Yes.
Edgar and Hassan. Yeah. I know Wyatt Jones, he used to own a house on Fudge Lane that has now been transferred to Hassan. And I had suspicions that, because I've been investigating Wyatt for a couple months now, I thought he might have been using that house for his operations and then transferred it over to someone who was clean-ish. I think Hassan was clean at the time. Obviously, we can't raid it or nothing now because it's not in his name, but I thought he might have been tied in with those guys up on Fudge, at least to some extent. So maybe they were there for that, or I don't know.
What about Brandon? What's Brandon's affiliation?
So Brandon, let's go to Brandon. So
What the fuck?
Yesterday, I found Brandon. Last storm this time, yesterday. I found Brandon in several shootouts, in which he was found unconscious. The first time I found him on Ratton Pass, on the trail. I picked him up. He was barely breathing. Got him EMS. EMS took him to CMC. I tried to get a statement from him. He was just saying that I don't know what's happening. He had Wyatt Jones as an emergency contact. About 20 minutes later, I found him again at another shooting scene. I would say 30 minutes. About half an hour later, I saw him again at another shooting scene nearby that trailer park that is on Route 68, which we did just see him at today. He did. I don't know if he walked in, but he was definitely driving towards. His personal vehicle was found at the shooting scene, but he wasn't. Yep. Okay. Why are you getting the unknown numbers? I'm the one that did it.
I don't know. Hello?
Oh, Mr. Dark.
Oh, hello, Lily.
Hi, I'm in prison. You're the first name that I've recognized on the lemon list.
That's lovely, Lily. Listen, can I call you back? Is that okay?
Oh, okay. I'll call you back on my... I got my phone back. Did I tell you that?
No, but I'll call you back on there, okay?
All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye. That was Lily Nightsky. I apologize.
Okay. So he was shot 2 times within like an hour and a half or an hour and a couple change minutes. And he did not want to give a statement, but on his emergency contacts for the first time was Wyatt Jones. And now Wyatt Jones is dead. and on the emergency contacts was Brandon Valentino.
That adds up. I've got evidence of them having regular and extensive contact all the way back through like January time.
And he seemed to be wanting to hover around us a lot of the time. I mean, it could just be a hunch, but we found him nearby the scene as we were raiding him, and then we found him at CMC when he was getting the call before when he was pronounced dead and everything, and the EMS was telling the emergency contacts. We saw him there too. And yeah, it just seems it seemed very sketchy because this, you know, I don't know who Brandon Valentino is, but he didn't seem like the shootery type, and he got shot twice in one day. And we had casings on scene. I don't know.
Now Wyatt's dead. You think they might be connected, the shootings?
I'm thinking in some way, shape, or form, they might hate each other now, or they might like each other a lot, and they might be like going us versus the world. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm just speculating, but they definitely are somewhat connected in some way, shape, or form.
I mean, it was no coincidence that Edgar and his people were at the same scene.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Yeah. Okay. Wyatt, when I noticed the photo of Wyatt's possession, he didn't have his phone on him, did he?
He did not.
Have you found that?
No, there was no phone recovered from the raid.
No phone and no primary SIM card found. Okay. Right. I think you've given me everything you got. In terms of what I have, for the past few months, we've been investigating. I mean, since January, I've been investigating the Faceless. But since around February time, the Faceless had called me directly and stated that they were starting Operation Dread Torrent. At the time, we didn't know what that was. I mean, I had suspicions. This was around the time, if you remember, the whole sewer stuff had happened with Dr. Kiga and, you know, Dr. Smith and the plague.
I have no clue what you're talking about. I don't even know what the Faceless is. So
okay, the Faceless are an active and very dangerous terrorist organization. If you've heard of the helicopters, the military helicopters and jets flying around, that's them. They've had contact and workings with pretty much every gang in the city at some point. Back in January, they kidnapped Judge Barrett Johnson and held him for several days and tortured him. They've done attack helicopter gun runs on members of the PD, members of the general public. Just 2 weeks ago, I shot 2 of their aircraft out the sky as they were defending some kind of convoy with the Manor, of which the evidence we never got of what was in the van because it got blown up. So not too long after that conversation I had with them in February, we noticed that Class 2s began to start flooding the streets pretty badly. There was a dramatic increase from around February time. And then a little while later, we got information from a trusted source that Operation Dread Torrent was the Faceless's operation to supply and flood the city with weapons. Furthermore, I had a marshal find dumped in the ocean a couple of Faceless dossiers confirming that Operation Dread Torrent was doing as such. And it was instructions to 7 different suppliers, let's say, on what they were going to be manufacturing and how much to sell those to people on the streets. One of which, one of these dossiers was given to, the code name was 764 Inferno, and that listed firearm magazines and how much to sell them. So this today has confirmed that we already had suspicion that it was Wyatt Jones, but we've now confirmed that Wyatt Jones was Inferno. Now there is 6 others out there in the city. We've got suspicions on who they might be. The one confirmation we have is Outlaw selling pistols, which, now that I think about it, you said he had 50 Deagles?
Around 50 Deagle magazines. Not Deagles, Deagle magazines.
Oh, Deagle magazines. Okay,
Yes.
that makes a lot of sense. Okay, now one thing I've wanted to do for a while, and this has kind of given us the go ahead, is I have reason to believe that Wyatt Jones has been selling, now confirmed, these magazines through his business, through the lumber company. Back in February, around the time I believe that Operation Dread Torrent started, Wyatt was contacted. I think it was on the 17th or the 18th of February, and the only person he had contact with that night, other than the Faceless, was Brandon Valentino. That night, he sold Brandon Valentino club rigs. I don't know whether you guys have heard of these in decoration, but these are like the big fucking nightclub stages and lights and shit, right? You ain't buying a lot of those unless you're building a fucking nightclub. And he sold 2 of them to Brandon Valentino at like 17.5K each. And then the next day, and we've got receipts for that. And the next day, he tries to contact and eventually does get in contact with Lang Buddha of Cyprus. He also gets in contact with Luciano DiCenzo and texts Lang Buddha saying, "I've got new furniture for you." And eventually later that night, he sells Lang Buddha a couple, I think it's 10 club rigs at 20K each. So 20 grand.
There was some club rigs that were in the property.
There was? Okay.
Yeah.
So, in other words, I think Wyatt Jones, now confirmed to be manufacturing weapons magazines, has been selling those through his company. Not necessarily like reaching out to people directly about furniture all the time, but if they know it's him, the sales go through the company, and then he writes up receipts to cover his tracks of where that money's coming from. So he's basically using it to money launder. So in other words, now that he's dead, that's his company. I think we need to subpoena that too and get permanent records, including receipts.
So a question that had arisen and something that I was questioning a lot is, how can we prove that this business is actually owned to him right now? Because he didn't have the property. The only property that he had registered under his name was this property that we raided.
No, he sold the property to Nino Chavez.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a month or 2 ago.
That's a thing. Because he had a business license still, and I was thinking like maybe the business license is how the license.
I
is
think
registered to
it
his
is.
company.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
think
he still had a business license, but he didn't have ownership of the business.
I don't think, as far as I'm aware, that property wasn't being used for. I've got no confirmation on this. But Wyatt moved all his lumber company operations to the prison warehouse because he had to deal with the lifers to produce the furniture. So he moved, I guess, and then didn't need the warehouse anymore. So he sold it. Now, I've had suspicions that maybe that wasn't the case, and that was just a cover to use the warehouse, put the warehouse in somebody else's name. Obviously, it's the mayor, and so that was I couldn't just reach on that. So nothing's been confirmed on that. But that doesn't mean. I think the easiest way we can do this is we can just go to a judge and be like, can we just get confirmation that Wyatt Jones is the owner of? I think they have a registered list. We might have to subpoena it and just be like, we just want to get confirmation that Wyatt Jones is the owner of, the lumber company.
Okay, I need to start a to-do list.
Yeah, I'll definitely help you with this because it's going to be I can work on the lumber company stuff. That shouldn't be much of an issue. Actually,
Can I be honest with you?
What's
Noah?
up?
The only people that I've told, obviously, is me, you, Bruce, and Maple. I honestly think that should be where it goes. I think that's the extent of anybody who needs to know about this, to be honest.
Yeah.
High command.
Other than High Command, obviously.
I'll probably pull
high
in.
command.
Gunnar Kane has been working on this investigation with me, to the extent that he's been the one going through a lot of the subpoenas lately and getting all the stuff with the faces. So I'll pull him to help out, and It's
What
trustworthy.
is your state ID for the private report for the rate receipt?
It is 1588.
Okay. I'll. So the first thing I'm gonna work on right now is getting the rate receipt all together, and
Mhm.
then start getting work on the phone subpoenas. That's my current to-do list.
I'm interested in that chip that was there because I haven't seen that before.
Yeah. So it looked like a standard Raspberry Pi. Keep in mind, he also had a tablet on in his possession.
Was it
With
anything special, or was it just a normal tablet?
it had a HQ and an underground chip in it, which we've seen before.
Yes, we've seen those before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that other chip, it just looked like the same standard Raspberry Pi type thing, inserted into the tablet. It looks like it can be inserted. I just haven't tried it. I don't want to try it.
Yeah, I think definitely getting. I don't think it should be difficult. You just chuck in all the containers you found, and then just say, "This guy's dead. Let me search him, please."
Yep.
And then, if Bruce, if you've been awake a while, I can. Actually,
I've
you
been
know
awake
what?
for 18 hours.
Can I sign your guys' subpoenas or not? I don't know.
As the commanding officer, no.
Sorry.
If they're it's different for like if a marshal's doing their like you're a subpoena for yourself, but
Maple's still around, so I can just go to him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the tooth. I'll be honest. When you read out the numbers, the number we have for Inferno didn't match any of those. So
Okay.
none of the numbers you listed were on there either. So I'm wondering one of two things. One, whether or not he had that on his person and that's been taken by whoever murdered him along with his normal phone, or he's got access to another property that we don't know about.
I took his keys.
I saw one of them was labeled Swamp, right?
Yeah. Those are the keys that were in the property. The other keys is in the DOA report, which is the keys that he had in his possession.
I see, okay.
And there was like around 12 of them.
What were these boxes on the scene? Was there anything in them?
no, I think they were just someone's grime boxes that they just discarded. There was no DNA on them or anything,
Okay.
and nothing was inside the boxes. They were openable.
Fucking hell. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll start first with the rate receipt, making sure that I get all the pictures in there because I have like 50,000 pictures to put in, and then I'll do the subpoenas, and I'll let you know when I have that all ready to sign, and I'll let Maple look over it and sign it.
I'll see if I can contact a judge to get them ready to sign something, because I think this is the kind of thing that we want to get on top of as soon as possible, right? So
For sure.
yeah, I'll get on there.
I'm prepared to stay here for the long haul.
Okay, all right. Yeah, let's go.
All right, well, just put my name on it. Email me this results.
Holy shit, chat.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
No.
What the fuck? Yeah. Sorry, I was making sure I was emailing the judges so we can get one ready on standby. Okay, fucking hell. This is absolutely mad. I can't believe Wyatt Jones is dead there. You know what I'm gonna do to prep? Hello?
Hello, I'm PD Toe. I'm just
Oh,
going on
okay.
duty. I'm trying to go to bed. And I need to park up my car.
I really hope we get something from these subpoenas. I'm just trying to think, because this is a two-pronged thing, right? On one hand, Wyatt Jones is dead. Where's my car? He's been murdered. So this is both a murder investigation, but also fucking we just got confirmation that he's Inferno. You know what I mean? Hello?
No.
Oh, hey, Rule. What's going on?
I was hoping we could talk.
Yeah, we can talk.
Okay.
Everything okay?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Probably. What is it? What's going on?
Can we just meet up?
You wanna meet up? Yeah, that's fine. Where?
I don't know. Anywhere.
Okay, let's go down to the docks where the helicopters and stuff are. Alright.
Civ docs?
Yeah, the shift docks, yeah.
In plain fucking sight of everything on the highway?
Well, I didn't realize this was supposed to be covert. Okay, my bad. Okay, I mean, you want to go down to the airport? Top floor of the eastern parking lot at the airport. Okay? A multi-story, you know?
Okay. Yeah, I'll see.
Okay, see you there. Bye-bye. Yeah, busy day today. Now we've got ex-family stuff while we wait for subpoenas and stuff. It'll be a juicy day, chat. I feel it in my bones. While we're here, though, beep, beep, beep. Wiping, getting these ready for possible uses today. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We got 6 cameras ready to go. We didn't find his SIM card, and we didn't find. We didn't find his SIM card, and we didn't find Inferno's SIM card either. It definitely makes me think he's got either someone stole it or it's somewhere else that we don't know about. Yeah, the chip is very interesting. I want to look at that really bad. And then, yeah. Holy shit, dude. And he had $3.2 million. Okay, well, while Brian writes all that shit up and we can move on to the next step of the investigation, we'll take a quick little break and go over chat the rule. This is gonna be spicy too, I can imagine. Buy Lambo and erase a few numbers. Yeah, we've been in, I'll be honest, with Dread Torrent, we've been in subpoena mode for a hot minute now. And this is kind of, this has given us some physical shit to work with. Like some real solid physical evidence. Which is crazy. Just become the new mag plug. Oh shit, this is where I met the Oracle. Or a member of the Oracle. Marshals need funding. I think she's here already. Fuck the faceless long live the Oracle. Cap. Damn straight, buddy. Damn straight. The time of the faceless has ended, man. Cap, you got the meta, right? You got it already?
How's it going?
Good. You wanna shit in here and shit out on the motorbike?
I can.
Punch at the window.
Wait, sit in the car?
Get in the car. It's cold out.
You trust me to sit in the car?
Just shit in the car. I'm dealing with much scarier shit right now, bro. I'm not
Like
worried
what?
about you. I can't tell you that, but there's dead people. There's guns and shit. It's crazy.
Okay.
Have you not slept, Cap? Because I was watching you doing it out last night. What's going on? You're crazy, Cap, honestly.
Woo. Yeah. I can't believe I just said that with my mouth.